Hi, I'm Ethan Simmons, and I'm an expert on turn of the century cities and transportation.
Thanks for coming, Mr. Simmons. Could you please tell us a little bit about how cities were designed?
Of course, they had a lot of straight roads and square roads. A lot of them had parks, and they're built on rivers.
Could you tell us a little bit about buildings in a big city?
Yes, they started making skyscrapers at the turn of the century. The reason they were better than houses is houses took up the same amount of space as a skyscraper. The skyscrapers hold way more people because of the size.
I noticed on your map that there was a river. Was it difficult for people to get in and out of the city because of the river?
At first, but then they made bridges such as the Brooklyn Bridge. Brooklyn Bridge was opened in May 24th, 1883. You could get from Brooklyn to New York City.
You said you were also an expert on transportation. What was the most popular form of transportation before the turn of the century?
Well, they used horse-drawn carriages most of the time, which were just carriages pulled by horses. But they had cars. They cost a lot of money. Most people couldn't afford it.
What about bicycles? Did anybody ride bicycles then?
Yes, but some people rode this bicycle, which had a big wheel in the front, which made it so you could tip over real easily.
What about buses? Did people ride buses around the city?
No, they did not have buses, but they had trolleys and trains. Trolleys you could ride around your city for a low fee of 5 cents.
What about a train? What was a train used for?
They're used for getting across the country and from getting city to city.
Was it very comfortable to ride on a train all the way across the country?
Yes, you get a haircut, sleep, and eat.
You said earlier that some people had cars, but they were very expensive. When did cars become a popular mode of transportation?
They were made by Henry Ford in 1908. Model Ts, they were called. Because of the assembly line he invented, each person could put on one part. Then, if it was in the engine part, they put it into the vehicle, and they could make it drive. Since it was faster than putting each person doing one whole car, they could sell it for cheaper. It was $600.
What about airplanes? Did they have airplanes back then?
Yes, they did. It was made in 1903 by the Wright brothers. It was flied by one of them, but the only problem was it was only a one-person vehicle, so it took a couple of years for it to be a good mode of transportation. Thank you. But that's all the time I have for today. Bye.